Welcome to my YouTube channel BioWorld. In this video we will talk about the cell, in which we are going to concentrate over that what is cell. Discovery of the cell and ultrastructure of the cell. Before explanation to the cell, we must know that all the living things are made of cell. Cells are the building blocks of living things. Such as a building is made of bricks, similarly, all the living creatures, whether they are animals, plants, bacteria, fungus and protozoans, all are composed of cells. So, we can define a cell as the basic structural and functional unit of all organisms are life. Organism, any living thing, is called organism.
What is cell? Come to understand first of all meaning of the cell. The word cell is taken from Greek language cellula, which means little room or box. Now tries to know who was the first to discover the cell. In 1665, Robert Hooke, an English scientist, made slice pieces of cork. Cork is a wood that would use as a cover over the mouth of the bottles in past. Robert Hooke then observed these slice pieces under microscope. So, he saw small pores-like structures and termed these structures as cells. Thus Robert Hooke became the first scientist who saw dead cells. At the time of 60s, Antony van Leeuwenhoek was the first scientist who saw living cells for the first time. Actually, he was a shopkeeper, but he made his own microscope and he was so interested to see anything under his microscope. Antony van Leeuwenhoek took a drop of water, plaque of teeth, semen of man and observed these three samples respectively under microscope. Thus saw some movable creatures that he called animalcule. These creatures were protozoans in water, bacteria in plaque of teeth and sperms in semen of man. Types of the cells. On the basis of shape and function, there are so many types of the cells, such as nerve cell, muscle cells, red blood cells, white blood cells, bacterial cells, sperm cells and etc. These all cells keep different shape and as well as each one play different role in the body. For example, nerve cells receive signals from all the body parts and transmit to the brain and turn back to the target to perform the task. Muscle cells bring movement in the body, oxygen is carried by red blood cells and white blood cells protect the body against the germs and pathogens.
On the base of size and length, largest cell among the cells is egg of ostrich, which is about 15 cm in size, whereas, in length, nerve cells are longest cells in the body. Some of them goes up to 1.3 meter long in length. Ultrastructure of the cell. All the cells have different structure and function, but here we draw a common structure of the cell, and subcellular structures that are present inside the cell is called cellular organelles, which we will discuss in detail in coming lectures. But today we are going to take an overview of them. A common cell contains the following organelles, such as plasma membrane. It is an outermost bilipid layer that surrounds the cell and cellular organelles. Plasma membrane play role in variety of functions such as protection of the cell, transport of material in and outside the cell signaling or communication and etc. Nucleus. Nucleus is a double membrane organelle mostly located in the center of the cell. It contains genetic material, DNA or chromosomes of the cell. Ribosome. It is non-membrane bound organelle that play role in protein synthesis or production. Endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is a complex network of membranes that function as lipid synthesis, protein synthesis, lysosomes and microbodies formation. Golgi complex. Golgi complex is a series of flattened membrane sacs. Golgi complex involved in packing, modification and processing of proteins, glycolipid and glycoproteins formation. Lysosome. Lysosomes are membranous sphere-shaped vesicles filled with hydrolytic enzymes that play role in digestion of macromolecules, old cell parts, microorganisms and breakdown of cellular wastes and debris. Mitochondria. Mitochondria is a rod-shaped double membrane organelle. Mitochondria is responsible for energy production. Cell wall. Cell wall is the non-living top external covering found around the plant cells, algae cells, fungal cells and bacterial cells. It provides shape, protection and cell-to-cell interaction. Vacuole. Vacuoles are empty membrane-bound spaces. It helps to store food and waste material of the cell and also play role in digestion, excretion and expulsion of excess water from the cilia. Cilia are small, slender, hair-like structures present on the surface of some animal cells and mostly protozoan cells. Cilia play role in locomotion, feeding and sensation. Flagella. Flagella are long hair-like structures found in bacterial cells, some algae and animal cells. Flagella involved in locomotion of a cell. Some special flagella are used in few organisms as sensory organs that can sense changes in pH and temperature. Plastid. Plastid is a double membrane-bound organelle which is found only in the cells of algae and plants. Plastids is responsible for food production, food storage and cell coloring. Cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton is a non-membrane bond long spherical rod-shaped structures. Cytoskeleton provide mechanical support and shape to the cell. Centriole. A centriole is a pair cylindrical shaped, hollow tube-like organelle present near the nucleus in animal cells. Centriole helps to organize microtubules that serve as skeletal system of the cells, and it also play role in cell division by facilitating the separation of chromosomes through spindle fibers.